AI search gives you the answer before you ever visit the website. That feels convenient. Until the websites making those answers possible stop getting readers, customers, and money. Welcome to Martin Makes Sense of AI, where I break down one important AI story every day. Today, we'll test the claim that AI search is killing the open web, hear Google's strongest defense, examine new traffic evidence, and finish with 4 moves creators and small businesses can make before the old search bargain disappears. This is not about feeling sorry for websites with too many pop-ups. It is about one question. If AI reads the reporting, review, or product test and gives you a summary so you never visit, who pays for the next useful piece of information? For 3 decades, the open web ran on an imperfect deal. A website allowed a search engine to crawl its pages. The search engine sent some people back, and the website turned a fraction of those visits into advertising, subscriptions, leads, or sales. Both sides received something. AI search changes the middle. Instead of giving you a map, the platform assembles the answer. You save time, the platform keeps you, and the source may get no visit. This week, Axios cited Chartbeat data showing Google search traffic to publishers down 34% over the previous year, with smaller publishers hit harder over 2 years. That is not the whole internet, or proof that AI caused every loss. But it explains why this is no longer a theoretical argument. A new paper called Answering Without Referring examined US desktop clickstream data. ChatGPT produced an outbound click in only 22% of conversation sessions in that dataset. Using wider access to ChatGPT's search as a natural experiment, the researchers estimated that it reduced traditional search use by 9.4%. Referral losses were largest for informational pages, the pages that answer questions for free. These are not universal rates for every device and country. They come from one US desktop dataset, but they reveal a different habit. With traditional search, clicking is the point. With an answer engine, the conversation is the destination. Now, for the part that many scary headlines leave out, Google says the disaster story is wrong. Google says total organic click volume from search to websites was relatively stable year over year, and that click quality increased. Its argument is that AI encourages more and more complicated searches, creating new opportunities even when some quick answers produce no click. Google admits a question, such as the next full moon, may now be answered without a visit. It says people still click to buy, investigate, or hear first-hand experience. Here's the uncomfortable possibility. Google and publishers may both have real data. Total clicks can look stable while their distribution changes violently. A forum or original review may gain while a generic explanation page disappears. The web is fine, and my website is collapsing can both be true. Cloudflare's network report shows why this feels bigger than a ranking update. On traffic, it can observe 52% of crawler requests were for AI training by June 2026, up from 22% in spring 2025. More than 36% came from mixed-use bots blending search, agents, and training. That creates a nasty choice. Block the crawler and risk becoming invisible. Allow it, and the same access may power an AI answer that replaces the visit. Cloudflare criticizes Google for combining discovery and AI access. Google says websites still control how their content is included and highlighted. The point is not that all crawling is theft. It is that one robot can arrive wearing several hats while the website cannot tell which hat it is wearing. If you value evidence over AI panic, subscribe. Here, the frightening claim always sits beside the strongest opposing evidence before we decide what it means. Another 2026 study tested 11,500 queries across Google results, AI overviews, and Gemini. For representative real user queries, AI overviews appeared about half the time. The sources selected by the 3 systems overlapped surprisingly little, with similarity scores between 0.11 and 0.18. Generative search was more likely to retrieve Google-owned content and less likely to surface some popular educational or government sources. Its results were also less consistent across repeated versions of the same question. That matters even if you never publish. When fewer people open the source, fewer see its qualifications, corrections, or uncertainty. A smooth answer can make 5 sources look like one confident voice. Convenience rises, but the evidence trail becomes thinner. So, the real risk is not merely publishers lose advertising. It is that we reward the summary more reliably than the investigation that made the summary possible. Reddit's latest results offer a useful contradiction. 130.3 million daily users, more than 500 million weekly users, and $805 million in quarterly revenue. Its chief executive said, "Human perspective becomes more valuable as the web becomes more automated." That is not proof AI created Reddit's growth, but it suggests AI may divide the web, not erase it. Basic definitions, copied lists, and rewritten press releases become cheap. Content with fingerprints becomes harder to replace. A real test, original data, a trusted community, a video demonstration, or someone showing where a product failed. My judgment is that the generic web is in danger, while the human web becomes more valuable. But human work costs more, and the system does not reliably send value back. If you create content or run a small business, I would make 4 changes now. First, publish first-hand proof. Run the test, show the screen, collect the data, or interview the person. AI can compress information. It cannot honestly recreate an experience that never happened. Second, own one audience relationship. An email list, membership, or community means one algorithm cannot erase every route back to you. Third, use more than one format. Original work can become a video, podcast, visual explanation, and source-rich article. That is not permission to flood the web with AI filler. Original work comes first. Distribution comes second. Fourth, make evidence easy to verify with authorship, dates, source links, and readable charts. That helps people trust you and helps answer engines identify the real source. None of these moves guarantees traffic. They simply make your work harder to replace and reduce the damage if search referrals keep shifting. So, is AI search eating the internet? Not all of it, and not in the simple way the headline suggests. Google may be right that total traffic remains enormous, and some clicks are more valuable. Independent research may also be right that answer engines reduce search and rarely send users outward. The missing piece is incentives. If platforms keep the answer while sources carry the cost, the internet will slowly produce less of the difficult, independent work that good answers require. We do not need to return to 10 blue links forever. But the next bargain must reward original work with traffic, payment, attribution, or direct audience. Otherwise, the AI economy becomes a restaurant photocopying the menu after the kitchen closes. This is Martin Makes Sense of AI. One important AI story every day, with the evidence separated from the hype and the practical consequence kept in view. Tell me in the comments, when an AI answer solves your problem, do you still open the original source, or has the answer box already become the whole internet for you? I'll see you in the next story.